Um, so Dream made a video about me? No, so Dream made a video about Dream stands, and that's my thing. I make videos about Dream stands. I can't believe Dream is copying me. This is insane. No, basically, Dream made a video on his second channel, just responding to all of the channels, just like mine, who call out Dream stands, who generalize Dream stands, and just everything negative, all the negative connotations about Dream stands, and he tries to clear up different perspectives about them and why he thinks that they've been given a bad name. Now, I watched the whole video, and for the most part, I genuinely agree with him, believe it or not. No matter what I've said about stands or dream stands in general, I agree with him. They're not bad. Dream stands, I guess, aren't bad people as much as it hurts to admit it. I think that he's got a great fan base. I mean, all things considered, the amount of fan art and the amount of stuff that is made, for them and how they treat him and how they just do things, it's different. It's very different, and it's a good different. I think Dream Stands might be the best group of stands on the internet. That doesn't mean they're good. He refers to them as amazing, creative people, and I'm not saying he's wrong. They do seem pretty creative, but I think, and obviously I'm saying this as an outsider, who do you think knows more? The guy who has all of these stands in his mentions every day, or the guy who checks Twitter twice a day and doesn't even follow either of Dream's accounts? What I'm saying is, I pretty much know nothing, but this is just how I view things and how I think the majority of people view things. Basically, there's nothing wrong with being a stan if you want to proudly proclaim yourself to be a stan. I don't care. I'll probably look at you weird, but I don't care. The word stan has been bastardized so much. Ever since the original Eminem song came out, which try telling that one to a Dream stan. Hey, you call yourself a stan? Guess what? That's from an Eminem song from the early 2000s. They'll just fucking look at you. But no, genuinely, there are good fan behaviors and there are bad fan behaviors. And I don't think that we should be talking about dream stands. I want to abolish the phrase dream stands, and this is my last video using that phrase. From now on, I'm just going to call out the toxic fans, and this is not people who hate Dream. This is the people who like Dream and are just bad at liking Dream. Let's go through a list of behaviors from fans that are good and behaviors from fans that are bad. You see, drawing fan art, I think that's good. Drawing fan art is probably one of the best things you can do to encourage a creator. So many of them have said that they love seeing their fans draw something. They like encouraging their fans creatively. Drawing fan art is good. What's bad is writing fan fiction, specifically sexualized fan fiction about real people. It's weird, it's gross. It just doesn't make sense as to something you should do. I don't know how much of it there is anymore, and I really don't care, because if there's any of it, it's not good. And I know a lot of YouTubers and streamers will actually like react to it, but that's just encouraging it, and I really don't like it. Dream and his pal George Not Found will, there are compilations, gay moments between the two, but that doesn't mean it's an open invitation to write graphic things about the two of them. At the end of the day, they're still just two friends just having fun, trying to be funny. And I don't think they really want that. And that's not something Dream addresses in the video. And there's a lot of stuff that Dream does not address in the video. He addresses things that, like, his haters do, that gets generalized into what the stands do. And yeah, that's all well and good. But also address, like, the bad things that your stands do. Because there are bad things that your stands do. And I think one of those things is just being too weird when it comes to real people. He makes the comparison to sports and sports fans and sports players, and I never see anybody writing fan fictions about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady having graphic gay sex. It's just not a thing. Now, to that same merit, I never see Dream stands wishing that Technoblade would get a concussion midway through a Bed Wars game or something stupid like that. So really, there are parallels between the two where they just do weird, really uncalled for things, and that's with any fan base. So I don't think that's something that is like a new concept. I just think that when you address the good things that, the group of people do, I think, you also have to take into consideration, like, there are legitimate bad things, and there are legitimate bad things, and I think Dream just did a bad job of addressing those, because he loves his stands, he loves his fans. Why wouldn't he? Why would he not? They are genuinely super supportive to him. They are so creative in drawing things for him. They are awesome to him. And if you're a creator of that size and you're showing that much love to your fans, then that's a special group of fans, because eventually you get a little bit burned out. You get too many of the bad ones and you just stop at like addressing them as a whole. But with Dream, he's still got such a huge fan base and he still loves them, addresses them as a whole, and I think that is amazing. And I think there are a lot of good fans compared to bad ones, but there still are bad ones, and I just think that should you, just choose not to acknowledge it, you're not doing anybody any favors. And I know nobody's asking for my opinion, nobody is, but I just wanted to give it because that's what I do. At the end of the day, he doesn't say anything negative about the people who are talking about the stands as like they're bad, because he knows that everybody's got to do something. Everybody's got to make their start somehow. And so I think that's also super respectful of him to not say, hey, don't make videos about my stands. He just joins in as well, and he says something positive. So overall, this is supposed to be more of a positive video while talking about Dream stands. Honestly, I think that his fans are good when they're good, but at their worst moments, they are very bad. And I know he says in the video as well, like, whenever they do something bad, all he has to do is tell them to stop once, and then they stop. But the problem is, they've done bad things multiple times, and it's weird, and it's just not good. And that's another problem with having a mostly child fan base, that you have to explicitly tell them when they do something wrong, otherwise they're not going to notice. They don't know any better. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna have their own opinions on what stans are and what toxic fans are, and just all of these things. And that's why I am officially done caring about them. I'm sick of constantly hearing about them. I'm sick of constantly talking about them. Honestly, I'm sick of thinking about them. I'm sick of them showing up on Twitter. I'm sick of stans, because I'm just going to have my own perspective. You're going to have your own perspective. The stans will have their own perspective. It's pretty redundant to sit here and discuss, like, oh, Dream did this, his stans did this, ooh, and really it just isn't going to change anything, and that's fine. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe. It would mean a lot. I won't be making content as similar to this from now on, so I'm not going to tell you to subscribe for more of this content. But if you like my voice, then you can for sure subscribe. I don't know what's happening. I made this video at 3 a.m. I'm very tired. I'll see you guys in the next one.